Oh, hey everybody, Brad here again. I'm about to do the oil, the first oil change actually, on my 2018 Honda Clarity. And I'm doing this for two reasons. One is to prove that I did it, and another in case any of you folks actually have one of these things too and need to do it. I haven't seen any videos online yet about this. It's a 2018 Clarity Hybrid, which means it's the plug-in one. Plug-in's right over there. You know, right there. Kind of cool thing. Got my, what the hell this thing is, the big old plug. Oh, he drops it, throws it around. This is the plug, you know, typical whatever they are. Yeah, you think I'd remember what the hell that's called, but I always forget. Anyway, it's a level 2 charger because I got 220 in my garage, which is awesome, but this thing actually has run the gas motor a few times, so it's about time I did the oil on it. Which is interesting because it's about 13,000 K, but I've only really run the gas motor for about 2 of those, but it's time anyway. So down there, right down, get a place for the light. Right down here is the oil, is where the, okay, I just covered up, made it dark, but that's where the oil filter is, but there's a service. Well, there's a pan there, and there must be like a service trap door thing, so I gotta get under that and see, otherwise I'm gonna drip oil all down the front of my nice car. Anyway, watch me do this, folks. See you later. Alright, well, yeah, I'm doing the oil, but I've got the wheel off because I wanted to do that just to see if I had any more room under there, plus, you know, might be easier. So this is how I jacked the thing up. I jacked it up from the support where the flat jack would go, or the scissor jack, and then because this thing is just nothing but flat under here, like look at this. There's like nowhere really to support this thing that isn't covered with plastic. So I don't want to take the risk, but the one stand, even though I haven't lowered the jack onto it, you can see it's right under that. What would be, well, it is a frame support. There's no question. Excuse me. And then this one is under. Presume this must be another, like this thing comes undone, and then that's where one of the frame supports is, which is a little interesting, but I got it there too. Because again, this is only if the jack fails, which it shouldn't, but you know, if it does, I've got 2 solid stands under there to keep me from getting crushed. The other thing I did was check the rotor, but I touched it with my dirty hand, so you'll see that there's some mud on the rotor there, which I'll wipe off, but excuse me, after 13,000 kilometers, there's no marks on it. It looks good. The pads look good, but these are pretty huge ass rotors for, you know, this car is a couple tons, I guess, but excuse me, it's, even I was surprised to see that they were that big, and vented, of course, too, as they should be. So anyway, well, so it goes, and now I'm going to climb under and drop the service panel thing, access panel, and see how that works. So stay tuned, folks. Okay, well, I thought this was worth mentioning. This is the service trap door thing that comes off the bottom. It's clearly made of aluminum. It's held on with these 8 little quarter-turn fasteners. I just took a flathead screwdriver to there and did it. And conveniently, of course, it opens up the whole underside of the motor for me to undo and drain the oil. I could have jacked it up from the other side because I think the drain plug actually will, it's a little on the, it's on the driver's side, not the passenger side, but it is low enough the oil will come out and all the rest of that. The filter is extremely easy to get at as well under here, so I'll take you back under there and you can have a look for yourself. But anyway, really interesting, really convenient, not plastic, and you know, it'll keep under, it'll last a long time, looks like. Anyway, enough rambling, under I go. Thanks. Okay, so I'm under my car here. Let's see if you can see from where I am. This is where that whole service port thing goes. This is the motor. It even says engine oil right there. Don't make the mistake I did. I actually cracked that. I didn't think this thing actually had transmission fluid, but I got to figure out what that was. So don't do that. Start it back up. It's all good. It all came out. Wasn't, I think it's 3.5 liters. I'll double check that, but then, you know, I'll do that when I'm about to fill it. So I've drained all the oil that's sitting in there. Here's where the oil filter is. It's really easy to get at, rather. So now I'm going to yank that and try not to make a mess. So I'm going to put the camera down so I can do that without making wrecking it too. Okay, so here we are. I got the new filter in. You see the old filter in the oil there. That's all done. You know, new crush washer in. Torque snug. I don't bring my torque wrench under here, but I know I've done enough oil to know where it is. The wrench is good, or the filter is good. I do use a filter wrench just because it's a little easier. Plus, when these things are new, like this one is, this is the first oil change it's ever had because I bought this car brand new. It's a little snug to get off. So that's that. Now I'm going to put the cover back on, drain, pour this oil out into something I can recycle, and then obviously fill this thing and check to make sure it's all together. So stay tuned. All right, folks, well, that's that. Oil is drained and refilled, new filter down there, drain plug on with new drain plug gasket, and that was pretty easy. Like I say, it's the first time I've done this on a Clarity. It's nothing more scary than any other car. Just don't hit the big orange cables there with anything sharp, because there's a lot of voltage in there, or amperage I guess is what would kill you, but pretty straightforward. If you guys have any questions about what I did or how I did it, please don't be shy, because again, just because it's a fancy ass new car does not mean that it isn't the same old thing for when it comes to draining and refilling oil. The trick part is making sure the gas motor actually comes on, so you can test the or you can fill the filter and then check the oil again. But other than that, pretty straightforward. Anyway, bye for now, folks. Thanks for watching.